Robert of Lincoln. Merrily swinging on briar and weed, near to the nest of his little dame, over the mountain side or mead, Robert of Lincoln is telling his name. Bobolink, bobolink, spink, spank, spink, snug and safe is this nest of ours, hidden among the summer flowers. Chee, chee, chee. Robert of Lincoln is gaily dressed, wearing a bright black wedding coat. White are his shoulders and white his crest. Hear him call in his merry note, bobolink, spink, spank, spink. Look what a nice new coat is mine. Sure there was never a bird so fine. Chee, chee, chee. Robert of Lincoln's Quaker wife, pretty and quiet with plain brown wings, passing at home a patient life, broods in the grass while her husband sings. Bobolink, spink, spank, spink. Brood, kind creature, you need not fear thieves and robbers while I am here. Chee, chee, chee. Modest and shy as a nun is she, one weak chirp is her only note. Braggart and prince of braggarts is he, pouring boasts from his little throat. Bobolink, spink, spank, spink. Never was I afraid of man. Catch me, cowardly knaves, if you can. Chee, chee, chee. 6 white eggs on a bed of hay, flecked with purple, a pretty sight. There as the mother sits all day, Robert is singing with all his might. Bobolink, spink, spank, spink. Nice good wife that never goes out, keeping house while I frolic about. Chee, chee, chee. Soon as the little ones chip the shell, 6 wide mouths are open for food. Robert of Lincoln bestirs him well, gathering seeds for the hungry brood. Bobolink, spink, spank, spink. This new life is likely to be hard for a gay young fellow like me. Chee, chee, chee. Robert of Lincoln at length is made sober with work and silent with care. Off is his holiday garment laid, half forgotten that merry air. Bobolink, spink, spank, spink. Nobody knows but my mate and I where our nest and our nestlings lie. Chee, chee, chee. Summer wanes, the children are grown, fun and frolic no more he knows. Robert of Lincoln's a humdrum drone, off he flies and we sing as he goes. Bobolink, spink, spank, spink. When you can pipe that merry old strain, Robert of Lincoln, come back again. Chee, chee, chee. Fairy Song. Shed no tear, oh shed no tear, the flower will bloom another year. Weep no more, oh weep no more, young buds sleep in the root's white core. Dry your eyes, oh dry your eyes, for I was taught in paradise to ease my breast of melodies. Shed no tear. Overhead, look overhead, among the blossoms white and red. Look up, I flutter now, on this flush pomegranate bough. See me, 'tis the silvery bell, ever cures the good man's ill. Shed no tear, oh shed no tear, the flowers will bloom another near. Adieu, adieu, I fly, adieu, I vanish in the heavens blue. Adieu, adieu. A Boy's Song. Where the pools are bright and deep, where the gray trout lies asleep, Up the river and o'er the lea, that's the way for Billy and me. Where the blackbird sings the latest, where the hawthorn blooms the sweetest, where the nestlings chirp and flee, that's the way for Billy and me. Where the mowers mow the cleanest, where the hay lies thick and greenest, there to trace the homeward bee, that's the way for Billy and me. Where the hazel bank is steepest, where the shadow falls the deepest, where the clustering nuts fall free, that's the way for Billy and me. Why the boys should drive away little sweet maidens from the play, or love the banter and fight so well, that's the thing I never could tell. But this I know, I love to play through the meadow among the hay, up the water and o'er the lea, that's the way for Billy and me. The rainbow, triumphal arch that fills the sky when storms prepare to part. I ask not proud philosophy to teach me what thou art. Still seem as to my childhood sight a midway station given for happy spirits to alight betwixt the earth and heaven. Old Ironsides. I tear her tattered ensign down, long has it waved on high, and many an eye has danced to see that banner in the sky. Beneath it rung the battle shout, and burst the cannon's roar. The meteor of the ocean air shall sweep the clouds no more. Her deck once red with heroes' blood, where knelt the vanquished foe, when winds were hurrying o'er the flood, and waves were white as snow. No more shall feel the victor's tread, or know the conquered knee. The harpies of the shore shall pluck the eagle of the sea. Oh, better that her shattered hulk should sink beneath the wave. Her thunders shook the mighty deep, and there should be her grave. Nail to the mast her holy flag, set every threadbare sail, and give her to the god of storms, the lightning and the gale. The ivy green. Oh, a dainty plant is the ivy green that creepeth o'er ruins old. Of right choice food are his meals, I ween, in his cell so lone and cold. The walls must be crumbled, the stones decayed, to pleasure his dainty whim, and the mouldering dust that years have made is a merry meal for him. Creeping where no life is seen, a rare old plant is the ivy green. Fast he stealeth on, though he wears no wings, and a staunch old heart has he. How closely he twineth, how tight he clings to his friend, the huge oak tree. And slyly he traileth along the ground, and his leaves he gently waves. And he joyously twines and hugs around the rich mold of dead men's graves, creeping where no life is seen. A rare old plant is the ivy green. Whole ages have fled and their works decayed, and nations have scattered been, but the stout old ivy shall never fade from its hale and hardy green. The brave old plant in its lonely days shall fatten upon the past, for the stateliest building man can raise is the ivy's food at last, creeping where no life is seen. A rare old plant is the ivy green. The noble nature. It is not growing like a tree, in bulk doth make man better be, or standing long an oak 300 year, or fall a log at last, dry, bald, and sere. A lily of a day is fairer far in May. Although it fall and die that night, it was the plant and flower of light. In small proportions we just beauty see, and in short measures life may perfect be. The flying squirrel. Of all the woodland creatures, the quaintest little sprite is the dainty flying squirrel, in a vest of shining white, in a coat of silver gray, and vest of shiny white. His furry Quaker jacket is trimmed with stripe of black. A furry plume to match it is curling o'er his back. New curved with every motion, his plume curls o'er his back. No little newborn baby has pinker feet than he. Each tiny toe is cushioned with velvet cushions three. 3 wee pink velvet cushions, almost too small to see. Who said the foot of baby might tempt an angel's kiss? I know a score of schoolboys who put their lips to this wee foot of the squirrel, and left a loving kiss. The tiny thief has hidden my candy and my plum. Ah, there he comes unbidden to gently nip my thumb. Down in his home, my pocket, he gently nips my thumb. How strange the food he covets, the restless, restless wight. Fred's old stuffed armadillo has found a tempting bite. Fred's old stuffed armadillo, with ears a perfect fright. The Lady Ruth's great bureau, each foot a dragon's paw. The midget ate the nails from his famous antique claw. Oh, what a cruel beastie to hurt a dragon's claw. To autographic copies upon my choicest shelf, to every dainty volume the rogue has helped himself. My book so dear, no matter, the rogue has helped himself. And yet, my little squirrel, your taste is not so bad. You've swallowed cared completely, and psychologic lad. Rosmini you've digested, and Kant in rags you've clad. Gnaw on, my elvish rodent, lay all the sages low. My pretty lace and ribbons, they're yours for weal or woe. My pocketbook's in tatters, because you like it so.